right, Mason and Roadshow supporters. Well, I don't know what's more surprising. All right, the fact that the Democrats have not been willing to embrace all the things, or at least even some of the things, that caused them to lose the election in landslide fashion. There's been a couple of Democrats that have said some things that you're like, well, that's common sense. Occasionally, like John Fetterman, post-stroke, has actually, had blind squirrel finds nut scenarios out there. Pete Buttigieg, is that his name, Buttigieg? She says Buddha Judge, but nah, that don't sound right. It certainly doesn't look right. But anyway, he came out, said something yesterday about DEI programs that's got other Democrats freaking out. And I'm like, yeah, but you do understand he's trying to tell you guys that your emphasis on DEI over actually hiring by merit or doing things by merit is why we lost the election. And he brings up, for somebody that worked so long in corporate America and had to send workers, including myself, off to these HR sit downs where they would go in and they'd pull up some program and they would proceed to preach to them about whatever. It wasn't so much social issues back then, but now people literally sit down and have to be told you're white and you're a male, so bleep you, you're never getting promoted. And people got tired of that kind of thing. So The View now has gone to war with Pete Buttigieg over his comments. It's wild. They can't get along with each other now, which is funny and hilarious. And it certainly makes prospects for 2028 look really good. All right, really good. The reaction to Doge and them protesting that, throwing fits and this and that and the other, they look terrible. I didn't think the party could look any worse than it is. And I'm talking about Democrats, and they're in hold my beer areas right now. So here we go.
Watch. What do we mean when we talk about diversity? Is it caring for people's different experiences and making sure no one's mistreated because of them, which I will always fight for? Or is it making people sit through a training that looks like something out of Portlandia, which I have also experienced, and it is how Trump Republicans are made, if that comes to your workplace with the best of intentions, but doesn't actually get at what actually matters here, what's actually at stake.
So do you agree with him that DEI initiatives drove voters to Trump? And what else can be done to make sure everyone is represented on an even playing field?
You know what I think?
What do you think,
I like Pete, of course, but I think he got that so wrong, and I think it was so tone deaf, considering
Which
what's
part?
going on. All of it. I thought all of it was tone deaf, because what happens is when from 1776 to 1965, you have basically white men in charge of everything, right? Women, people of color, we're left out of just equality.
How many years ago was 1965? Why even bring that up? I don't understand. We're years past that, especially on a social level. Natural social progression, we're light years past that. Now, Democrats don't want it because I'll tell you this. Yesterday, Terrence Williams posted a video of them at the Black History celebration up there with Trump, where Tiger Woods was honored and Kobe Bryant was honored. And you had Democrats calling those black people slaves. And I was like, do you know how insane that sounds? That people were literally out in a field in 112-degree heat with 90% humidity for 15 hours a day, picking cotton, getting their hands cut up, getting whipped with whips, getting killed in some cases, all kinds of heinous things happening to slaves. And you're comparing that to actual black people being at the White House, taking part in a party, a celebration, having dinner at the White House. If nothing doesn't prove progression more than that, and Democrats still can't see it, well, fuck, you're a lost cause. I mean, honestly, that's just, it's certifiably insane.
equality of opportunity,
Yes,
that sort of
right.
thing. And I think when that equality starts popping up in terms of diversity program, equality now feels like oppression to those people who were at the top of the ladder, not necessarily because of their merit, but because of their identity, right? And so in my view, when you look at the stats, it is really clear from McKinsey, actually, a consulting firm that Pete used to work for, that firm found that companies with more diversity financially and socially outperform those that are less diverse. So the business case.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't. I think you've got a lot of companies out there that's going to be real that have probably created their own numbers in some way with some kind of formula that spits out a bunch of sense, to be honest. And by the way, yeah, this person brought up cabinet, right? Look at all the women. Black conservative. This guy's gay. Actual Democrat / independent. Actual Democrat / Republican. Gabbert and RFK Jr. Hell, they didn't even want to put him in. Yeah, I mean, it's like there is no actual the few Democrats that have actually gotten some kind of common sense, they've told them to get the hell out of the party. This person said, don't talk to we the people about DEI. We don't need DEI in our country. We already have it. It's called judgment of character, not judgment of identity. This is America, beautiful, an entire country of every individual. It's amazing. Of course, I can't believe people still watch this show. I mean, they give me content. Honestly, it's baffling. Yeah, of course, Sonny brings up race. Absolutely. Here's a real picture of the View getting ready for a show, right? Sonny has no confidence in women or anyone who isn't white to make their own without a handout from white men. She's so silly. No, she's absurd and she's dangerous. And that's a great comment. She's literally giving people of other colors and of their other ethnicities and women, she's giving them a double middle finger. Like they can't perform up to a level that's superior to the man or woman sitting next to them in order to get promoted at a job. Well, could you be more insulting? It's wild. And I've often said, for example, black, gay people, whatever, you don't feel bad taking part in these DEI programs because you do realize it's the DEI program as to why you're there, not because you deserve to necessarily. I've said I don't understand how there's not offense taken to that. How that is not literally insulting to the person doing it. While you're sitting there doing a job, you just got promoted, and all these people are looking at you going, I don't know if that person's really qualified. Or maybe you are, but everybody's looking at you like maybe you're not. So, that's the other thing. Are people that are now working for you just looking at you going, you got your job because of your sexual preference and or skin tone or gender or lack thereof if you're a space cadet. I don't know. And Pete Buttigieg, he's a gay man, but no, he don't check all the boxes. He's not a woman. He's not black, too. I call it the Brittany Griner trifecta. She's black, she's a woman, she's a lesbian. Oh my God, they've hit a Democrat home run. He's a gay white man, but he's still white. So Sonny Hostin's got to call him out for being a racist. Whoa. It's never good enough either. That's the other thing. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.